Hi guys, I hope you all are doing very well. I'm going to explain the, the principle of operation of the gain of life, the Conway's gain of life, and it's gonna be a general explanation of your challenge, right? So let's start with the beginning. First, you have to read carefully the game's rules. So here you have the rules. Pay attention to each of those and try to understand it. Then you are going to code uh, those rules and an algorithm in order to complete your game of life. Okay, at the beginning you have to make sure to include these six lines of code. Uh, make sure of this because you are going to use that in the following, right? Okay. Next, you have to define a function, and that function uh, has to follow the those those rules. In this case, I name that function as rules. Think about which parameters you have to give to the function in order to it calculate in order to it calculate the roles, yeah, in order to find the right result. So I advise you to use NumPy, and using NumPy try to use something like this, or NumPy as NP, and you're going to build an array called PP, for example. This array is a random uh, with a square matrix with n per n elements. So let me print it. Okay, here you have. In this case, n equals 80. So you have here a resume, and every element is random. Is is calculated randomly. Okay, so that is your source of information. Then this matrix is gonna be the input of a function, and within that function you are going to calculate the game of life. Okay. Once you use the function, so you know which cell is alive and which cell is dead, and you need to to show it in some way. I advise you to use a library called matplotlib and a specific method called imshow. You have to give to imshow two parameters. The first parameter is a matrix or an array. In this case, it's gonna be URI after using the proposed algorithm, and You are going to map this array into a image. In this case, it gonna it's gonna be a grayscale image. And okay, you use these lines of code to to perform the visualization. So let's see how it works. We have at the beginning uh, a random matrix, and that random matrix is given to my my function called roles. Okay, and that function calculates the game of life. That function and my algorithm, right? Because I'm using that function inside my algorithm. Then you can check if it is working well. I advise you to use this 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 way. I'm going to set to set a specific configuration, and for this configuration I have like an object walking across the screen, right? So if you use that configuration and your conwave algorithm, your game of life algorithm is working right, the results would show you something like this, an object walking across the screen. So it means that you you did a great job. Okay,